have happened if Finny lived?
Well, hello everyone. Thanks for joining us on the Awww Show. Today we'll be having Finny, Jean, and Leper from the novel A Separate Piece. We will be asking them some questions as usual. We will kick off the show with Jean. So, how long have you and Finny been friends?
Well, I would say about 9 years, really since the first day at Devon.
So, you guys spend a lot of time together?
Oh yes.
What kind of activities would you guys do together?
Well, this summer we started a club called the Super Suicide Society of the summer session. We would climb to the top of the large tree next to the Devon school stream and leap into it. Or at least that's kind of how we started each meeting. It was pretty great.
Sounds pretty great. So, were there any bumps in your relationship, or was it smooth sailing the whole time?
You know, every relationship has its challenges, but the biggest thing for Finny and I was my inferiority to Finny. I was always second best to him. So, one day on the tree, I shook it. It was almost like a beast had grown inside me and my impulses took over. He fell and shattered his leg. And it was the most sickening thing that ever happened to me. And the most wrong thing I've ever done. I've regretted it all these years, and I've never gotten up the strength to tell anyone. It is too horrific in my
Well, on that note, I have a surprise for you, Jean. Guess who's been here the whole time and heard our entire conversation? You guessed it, it's Finny!
Finny?
Hey, buddy, I heard what you said.
Well, I'd just like to say that you've been my best friend since school began. We've been through thick and thin, and I can't live without this, Finny. Please forgive me.
Find out what happens after these messages. Have you ever had a really annoying student who just wouldn't shut up? With the new Mutimator 2000, you're able to mute him with just a push of the button.
Hi!
Okay, so...
Click! Hello and welcome back to the Awww Show. I'm your host, Jaxon. We were just hearing Jean's heartfelt and hopeful confession when you left us. Will Finny accept, or will Finny attack Jean for all the pain he caused him? Let us find out.
Well, you broke my leg, Jean, and you broke my athletic future. You killed what I was best at, what defines me.
And I can't be more sorry.
Jean, you, despite all the pain, are still my very best friend. Some things just can't break, even if a leg does. And a bond as strong as ours doesn't. Jean, I don't care if you broke my leg or my athleticism. You are my one and my only best friend, and you'll forever be that to me.
Sounds like, to me, Finny's best trait wasn't his athleticism. It was his compassion.
Thank you, Finny.
Stop the show!
Is that Leper?
Yes, I'm Leper, you twit. Before we move into giggles and happiness, I want to have my say in the story.
Now this should be interesting. Go ahead, Leper.
It was a dark and stormy night.
It was
Shut up! It was a warm and sunny evening. The sun trickled through the branches, setting everything alight. The two figures climbed the monstrous tree, one in front of the other. The one in the back, however, was darker than the other, somehow more defined. That's when it happened. The dark one plunged downward and shook. The first one stumbled and fell. The sun's rays, no matter how tangible, could not hold the fallen warrior. He crumpled to the ground.
Stop! Stop it now!
Many people ran to the warrior, but not me. No, I stood where I was. I held my ground. For if it was me, no one would have bat an eyelash. Not a tear would have been shed. No, it would have been poor Leper and his clumsiness. With Finny, everyone flocked to him.
I would have.
What? What did you say?
I would have, Leper. I would have ran to you. I would have saved you. I swear it.
I would have too.
No, this cannot be possible. I was always the ignored one, the clumsy one, the bad one. No one ever looked after poor Leper. That's why I joined the forces. I wanted to do something. I wanted to be of use to someone. I was always considering joining, but the ski troops tipped me over. I joined, hoping to join something and mean something, but my nightmares followed me there. Oh yes, I saw blood, I saw gore, and I saw death that no one else could see. Oh yes. They called me crazy, but I call myself enlightened. I knew that one day, for every one of us, it would end. We're all heading towards death, and we'll find it soon.
Oh my god!